Awesome. Next topic. Nintendo Switch. There were some more, I don't know if you want to call them leaks or stuff got out, but some great stuff. Some rumors that were announced are, come on, are you loading?
Well, we just know what they are.
Yeah, I know, but here's what's funny is I really hope that this isn't locked up because I'm also recording Matt's video feed. I just hope it didn't affect that.
We have to start all over.
I think we're okay.
Okay.
Yeah, loaded fine. No, we're still good.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Don't worry, Matt. You're still going to be in the show.
Jeez.
Woo!
Audio, at least. Anyway. Okay, here's some of the stuff that got leaked. The left Joy-Con controller has a record button, and apparently that's a mandatory thing now. I know it's on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox. You know, record your footage and put it up everywhere. And don't get me wrong, I would like us to start doing Let's Plays, you know, at some point as we start getting more into that stuff. But I can't believe the amount of, let's put this on Facebook, let's share everything. Like, I don't give a shit about stuff like this. But apparently it must have quite an impact because it's what the people want, or maybe it's just the younger generation.
There's a huge market
but anyway,
for that.
So Nintendo's jumping on that bandwagon. It's got a record button. Runs 3 hours undocked and on maximum settings, which is pretty good for a full-fledged system on the go. That's actually, I couldn't imagine them getting more than 3 hours was my guess. And when I saw this, I'm like, that's great. I think that's awesome. Switch will charge via USB, and it does not take long to get a full charge. Cool. Oh, here's what I think is one of the biggest ones. Friend codes are gone, and you'll finally be able to just add people like every other fucking console. Because, did you have a Wii?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
know
we were playing it yesterday.
Yeah, I know that Nintendo always wants to take the overly safety, overly cautious, but do you remember even trying to get someone added to connect to on the Wii? You had to put in this it was like what, a 16 digits, almost like a hexadecimal bullshit code where you're like, this is crazy. And it just completely takes away from the simplicity. I remember after I was checking that out, because again, I'm not a big multiplayer guy, but after that I was going over to a friend's place and he had the 360 and he just added someone and like that. And I'm like, do you know the amount of steps I have to go through just to add someone on the Nintendo Wii? And then I don't even know what the fuck I can do with it. Like, I don't know how to initiate a game to play multiplayer. I mean, it was just nuts. But the fact that they're getting rid of that is awesome. Let me get through these, and then I want to get you guys' impressions on this. Games like Overwatch and other always online titles will require tweaking if they're going to come to the console due to the portability of the system. I don't know how that's a leak. That's just called stupid common sense, whatever. Additional Joy-Cons and docks will be available separately. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily proprietary ones, but we know that it's possible. But the docks will reportedly be very cheap. So that's pretty sweet because if you got a dock at your place, a dock at your family's place, a dock at work, you can literally just set it and forget it.
Really would like to see the price. Cheap is not a number.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys? We'll actually talk about thoughts on that. But what do you guys think about
the price? I saw was $249
for the lower end, right? For the
rumored.
Itself.
Nothing's been official. But
rumored is $249.
Because I've seen rumors for $249, $300, and $350.
Yeah,
which is kind of what I'm guessing. I'm guessing this thing. I wouldn't be surprised to see $350. You know, if this is going to have that much technology packed into it, it looks more powerful than an iPad Air 2, which runs what, $400 now. And all this stuff built into it. And Nintendo has never, to my knowledge, sold a console at a loss like Sony will do with the PlayStation. They always sell their units at profit. So I would love to see 300. 250 I think is a pipe dream. I do not see that.
Really?
Yep. I don't think that there's any way that they're going to get between Wii U and Xbox One portability with all this stuff built into it. I mean, if they have no solid state built-in memory, which I don't think that they need to. I mean, if the games are going to be cartridge, here's all I want is a micro SD card to pop in whatever storage you want yourself. Because putting like 8 gigs or 16 gigs as a default in there, what the fuck's the point of that? You can't even get some game. I mean, hell, Call of Duty is what, 60 gigabytes? Why even put in 8 or 16, or 32? Just leave it put a card slot reader in it, and then put whatever size you want
for all
yourself.
the photos that you're going to be saving with the share button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
the gameplay footage.
Yeah, not the
Yeah.
games, just the.
I think 250 is a pipe dream. I see 300 or even 350, but what do you guys think?
I think 250 is going to have to be the price it comes in at.
Yeah,
so?
I mean, my impression was that for the two versions that they're going to have, there's kind of like the basic and then the souped up version. The price points that I saw was I want to say it was 250 and 300. But
I'd love to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I want a powerful system. Like as powerful as you can get with portability. And then if it's 250, the first thought going through mine is, well, why didn't you put $50 more of graphical power into that shit, and I would have paid $300? Like, I want to pay for a $300 powerful system, and if it's $250, I just feel like they keep going this Nintendo Wii and Wii U. Oh, we don't need high power. We'll just make it really fun, and then everybody will want to make games for us. Bullshit.
Well, the Wii U wasn't even $250. It was $300. I mean, you can't compete with the console at the same price point if you don't have the console graphics.
Right.
If you don't have the performance of the PlayStation, even just the PlayStation 4, not the Pro, I mean, you can't hang out at that price point with them. And they sell PlayStation 4s now for $250 right off the shelf with a game and controller.
Yeah. God, maybe that. Well,
So,
actually,
I mean, if
maybe
I'm
that's
thinking, if
another
you
good
wanna
reason
get
that
me
they
into
could get this out for $250 then, because this is what now 3 years after the PS4 has come out. So, yeah, that's a good point.
But if you want to get me into it, I mean, it's got to be right around $250. The thing that is attractive to me to thinking about getting this, I love the fact you can get multiple docks. So, I have TVs upstairs and downstairs. I have a dock down here for this TV, have a dock upstairs for that TV. If I want to come down and watch something, I can chase my kids out of here and they can go upstairs and still play.
Yep.
That to me is phenomenal. I mean, that's a great idea. Granted, they have DSs and everything now, so and they half the time they don't want to be on the PlayStation. They want to be on the iPad and stuff like that, watching YouTube videos and stuff.
Times have changed. No, I don't argue with that at all. I see that a lot too. I just can't believe this entire generation that doesn't have the appreciation for tactile buttons.
Damned fools.
Damn fools. No, it's a shift. I mean, when I think about it, I guess thinking to my kids now, it's like they like watching other people play with toys more than playing with their own toys themselves. So it's kind of tough. I mean, I think the console market's going to have to change, and maybe the Switch will be kind of that hybrid thing between it. I mean, if you can get on YouTube and stuff with it and watch that, and maybe it'll be, at least have it in their hands doing something.
Streaming games and just watching other people play games. If you would have told me that was going to be a huge thing 5 years ago, I would have laughed in your face and said that just is ridiculous. And boy, would I be on the complete wrong side of that equation, because holy shit, is that a huge deal. I mean, I keep going through, who's going to want to listen to three idiots on the internet that they don't even know who they are talk about shit that I might care about too? What
Hopefully,
kind of moron would do that? Well, as far as these rumors go, what do you guys think about this stuff? The record button, 3 hour charge, friend code's gone.
The 3 hour charge and the USB charging I liked. I liked having somebody confirm that's all right. This is kind of what you can expect as far as battery life goes, because even like with portable,
Excuse me.
even with like the PSP way back in the day when I had it, that was always the big concern, because at some point, like if you're in the airport, you're on a trip, something's going to happen. Even though 3 hours is good, but I like to know that there are options here. First, I know how long this thing's going to hold out for when I'm using it. The other thing is, if it comes down to it, I'm assuming that the USB, it's just a free charge. It's not part of the docking system. Okay, which is perfect. I mean, again, it'd be foolish not to have it, but just to have them come out and kind of say, hey, this, just so you know, we need to make this explicit. This is a feature because everyone is going to want this feature. So not leaving anything to chance. So I was really pleased that they put that out there. Relating to the sharing feature, I agree. I'm not a huge.
Do any of us give a shit about that sharing stuff? recording your own video. I mean, you know what? For Let's Plays, it's great.
I think we're not the demographic they're going after, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what they want to do is they want to make it so that the hardcore gamers or the people that have tons of followers on YouTube and whatever other platform, Twitch, are downloading their footage, putting their comments on there, and it's bringing people to the console.
Right.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a move that they'd be stupid to not have on there.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
at
right. The
this
more I
point,
think about it,
they're
you
gonna
can't
have
not do that.
Yeah, they're gonna have a free press train because they don't have to put this content out themselves. They don't have to vet everything and pay for all of it when they can have people that are buying their systems doing it for them for free. The other consoles are already benefiting from it.
Yeah. Boy, the industry.
So I mean,
really
that
changed.
to me, I find it'd be stupid not to have. I don't know.
Well, if we all get Switches, are we going to add each other? Then what? Because I'm not a big Call of Duty player.
I'm gonna
so.
add you. Like I'm gonna yell at you for your room across the
No,
house.
we have to have them connected with friend codes. Okay? Here's my
Friend code.
16-digit hexadecimal DNA strain code. Put it in there so we can get pre-approval before we send the final email for confirmation. And then within a month, we will actually be added to a preliminary friends list on a trial basis. Okay.
Yes, as long as we know the
Nintendo.
secret friend handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what.
No, but some of the other things. I mean, before we kind of get away from it, so the Joy-Con stuff. I saw something where they're going to have like a configuration for the 64 because I know we talked about this a little bit before, and it kind of I'm kind of excited to see that. I mean, apart from the two,
Joy-Cons.
controllers you get, the Joy-Cons, right? I want to see what other peripherals they're going to have.
I know.
I mean, what kind of Joy-Cons are they going to have? How are they going to link up? How are they going to sync up?
The possibility of this is really exciting when you think about it. I mean, I made fun of it at first when I'm like, who's really going to want to do that? And the more I think about it, when I saw the video of the guy on an airplane, and you can actually just pull him off and set up the Switch with its own built-in kickstand and then just lie back in the chair with the Joy-Cons wirelessly and play a game right there. Are you kidding me? Fuck yes, I want that.
Yeah. And then they lock together too to make one controller.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have that little, they slide into that, what do you call it, controller cradle or something like that, which they're also going to sell multiple of those.
That to me, I want to see those.
Yeah.
I want to see some of those when it launch. I mean, just like, here's variations, and there's going to be more to come.
God, I just hope Nintendo doesn't fuck this up. They're doing a lot of things that we've been begging them to do for a long time, but I think we all know if they don't do. If the system isn't at least powerful enough, it doesn't need to be PS4 quality, but it can't be such the gap that it has been before between Nintendo consoles and Microsoft and Sony's. If they even close it 75%, but then also have the portability factor in there, I think you will get third-party support. You know, you'll have the Ubisofts, the Activisions that will be making games for it. Because look what the 3DS is doing, okay? But I don't know. Let's cross our fingers and hope. Cool.
Well, I mean, think about it this way. I could see a mod for a battery pack for this thing, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, especially USB. I mean, you're opening it up to so many third-party companies making additional stuff for it.
And if this thing
I mean,
ends
as
up
far
being
as for
USB-C...
everyone's Switch could just be... Yeah,
Right.
everybody's Switch could just be customized. I mean, there could be 150 different variations of a Switch, which I think is great for Nintendo.
Yep. Well, should we have like our gambled Jesus. Whatever your predictions for this is, not predictions. Here's what I'd love to see more than anything. Besides the stuff that's already been leaked here, which is not official, that's just rumored stuff. Because again, we're going to find out probably a lot of this stuff, if not all of it, on January 12th during Nintendo's announcement.
Stream.
Here's what I want. I don't give a shit about internal memory. I want a micro SD card slot that you can put in whatever size you want. Keep the cost down. You do not need to charge us another $100 or $50 for 16 gigs of frickin' storage that you know cost them $2. Okay, I don't need that. Yeah. I want micro SD. I would love it if the charging we know is USB, but we don't know if it's going to be micro or if it's going to be whatever. I'd love if it was USB-C, like everything's going towards. You know, one cable for everything. That'd be awesome. Really, those are my only. And then obviously, you know, as long as it's powerful enough, I'm willing to pay $300 to $350 for this thing. But if it actually can hit that $250 price point, again, 75% at least as powerful as the PS4. Other than that, fuck you, throw in another $50 worth of technology, and that's just my opinion. But those are the big things to me that would make the biggest difference as far as the Switch. What about you guys? And we'll go on to our next topic.
I mean, I'm still I'm on that price point that it's. I mean, this is Nintendo. It's their selling point has got to be undercutting. It's got to be undercutting. They're trying to compete with a high end machine like like Xbox or PlayStation. Historically, they just haven't done it. They've still been able to innovate with with
Waggle.
Yeah, Virtual Boy. They've done some great things.
Yes,
but that's kind of always been their position, and I don't see the Switch as far as power. I don't see it going up to that same kind of console standard that the Xbox and the PlayStation are.
Which we know it's not.
Yeah, so I mean, so if that's the case, then that's why it should just be a $250 machine.
Right.
Because people are at the get-go, then they're going to know, well, I'm going to be paying a lot more for something I know is not going to be as what developed or
we're so hungover.
Yeah, I know. Like words, mouth, it's ideas. No,
the console has to be gooder with money. So
see, you get it.
Yeah. So your biggest thing is the cost, you think?
More or less, yeah.
Okay, cool. Matt, what about you?
I'm with Dan a little bit on that. I mean, if it doesn't have the HDMI, if it doesn't have, and if it's not the Xbox or the PlayStation, it has to be at a price point where it seems affordable. Because I mean, that's just it. Nintendo makes family consoles.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to see what titles are coming out with. Obviously, they've already said that Luigi's Mansion, Super Smash Brothers, new Mario Sunshine.
I don't think it's
and then obviously
Sunshine.
the Zelda.
Well, I guess that was in the vein of 64, so you're right. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then obviously the new Zelda is going to launch with it, right? I think.
Rumored, not confirmed. We don't know if it's going to be a launch title. We just know all they've said is 2017, but we're hoping.
Okay. We'll find out a lot on the 12th.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, it's going to have some technology in it in order to get me to open my wallet for it. But I do like the docking thing.
Mm-hmm.
That to me still stands out.
Yeah, baby. Well, we're all Nintendo fanboys at heart, so let's cross our fingers and just hope Nintendo doesn't fuck this up.
God.
All right, then.
It's a high bar.
Wii U!
Everyone's going to love this. We're going to be...
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to be #1 again. Jesus. Piece of shit. Fisher Price iPad for 8. Okay, anyway.